name is Samantha, and I'm interning at the International Rescue Committee, where we rescue refugees and place them in the United States. I'm proposing that we need to do a group for job placement, because whenever they come over here, obviously there's a lot of cultural differences, and it's hard to make them successful and strive if they don't have a job to pay for their needs and to survive here. A lot of them need to know how to first do the application process. Most of them don't have computers, so they will require computer training. And they also need to learn interview skills. Most of these people are very hardworking, they have great work ethics, they're honest, but we have different customs and cultures here that might seem a little bit off to them, so it's important that we teach them our ways and how to be successful. And then also, it probably wouldn't hurt to have a section on dressing, because obviously we know that dressing for an interview is very important and you want to make a great impression, but for them it's mostly in their country. If they show up and do a job, they'll get the job. So it's very competitive here, and we need to make sure that they understand that. And then also just different kind of skills to have, like being on time once you get the job, reading the manual, following directions. And a lot of them do not speak English very well, and so I think it'd be a great idea maybe to incorporate ESL into that, and with that learn vocational vocabulary, so whenever they are reading those manuals or filling out the application or things like that, we can teach them words that maybe apply to their job and would help them further their job training. Any questions?
Yeah, I was wondering if the participants have to pay at all to use this class.
Usually we can get government grants for that. We just have to qualify, and it takes a little bit of time, but there are government grants that will help us since they are funding these refugees to come over.
What happens if they don't have a social security card and their employer wants that for?
Usually most employers will work with us to hire the refugees once they know that they are legal. They have what's called an I-94 card, which is an ID that the government gives them because they are invited over. They're not illegal, and it'll prove that. So for the majority of the time, they can get by with that until they apply for a social and get it. It does take time, so that can be an issue. Some employers are picky and don't want that, but most employers will accept that until they get a social.
Do you see this being an ongoing thing, or would you like it to be for a set amount of weeks?
Usually it's until they can get a job. We can teach the same curriculum over and repeat it depending on how many new people that we get, but once they get a job, if we give them the skills to find a job on their own later, they may not need our help anymore. So if we teach them how to search for a job, how to fill out a job application, and what to do once they get the job, hopefully this will be a skills class to where they can do it on their own. So it would be a certain amount of time until they get the job. All right, thank you.